Anderson making the great observation. Corey Adams' head is shaped like an egg. We love eggs!
You know when, like, potatoes get that black, nasty, big rot spot on them? This has been a very fun show.
Very fun show. Very fun week.
Oh, shit.
Boys and girls, off your fucking feet. Give it up for your host, Shaggy Gabriel.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back into this Easter Sunday edition of this In the Pain podcast. Holy shit, guys. We made it on a Sunday. Bloody Sunday. Wow. Look at all of you here tonight. Glad said, you guys are joining me here tonight on this Sunday. You could be doing anything else in the world. You could be playing with your new toys that the Easter Bunny brought you. Did everyone have a great Easter? I sure as hell did. Got some turkey in me, some fried turkey. Holy shit, that was delicious. Had a couple beers, man. I'll tell you what, I can't drink beers anymore. Beers put me to fucking sleep. Having a beer to me is like taking a fucking Xanax. Puts me the fuck out. So, bear with me here tonight. It's going to be, I'm dealing with the tryptamine from the turkey and the hops from the Modelo's. I do have some whiskey. I got some Red Bull, coffee. It's going to be a fun show. We got Ray DeVito coming on tonight's stream. Get your questions ready. I have a couple of things I want to ask him. Ray DeVito did not shy away at the chance to hop on the show. So, we applaud Ray for that. I'm looking forward to Ray. We have some Steel Toe Live. Obviously, their members-only segment, which isn't really a members-only segment, is set to kick off here shortly in about 1 minute. So we're going to be tuning into Steel Toe Live just to kind of feel them out, see what they're doing for Easter. We have a great show. We have a lot to get to tonight. Steel Toe coverage, Corey Adams coverage, Steel Toe Prize Night coverage. We're going to be looking back into the past, diving into finding some context clues, some putting a couple things together. Old Steel Toe clips. This is a Steel Toe heavy episode. Some MLC sit down Zumach for today. And then I want to bring on, let's figure this out, because now we are on Skype. We shied away from Discord because Discord was such a fucking problem. So let's get the audio set up for his second show. Joining me at the desk at the In the Paint podcast studios, Win by 2 Radio Productions, we have, sir, the one and only Softcast in the building, full screening today. How you doing, Soft?
Oh, I'm doing great. I had a terrific weekend, spent it with my kids. I'm also full of turkey, so I'm a little sleepy. Had a couple beers, like I want to do, but I feel really good. I came home because I was with the kids, and I popped on my Twitter, and I saw a message from Gino Bisconte, and it's a fishing DM. And so I've been checking around since I got home, and I guess you got one, and some other friends of mine have in the past. And I'm wondering what the fuck's going on with Gino.
What the fuck's Gino doing fishing, man? I didn't think he can afford fishing poles and bait and tackle. What's he doing out on the lake?
I don't know, but I talked to, people who received them like a month ago, and I'm receiving them today, so it doesn't seem like he was hacked. It seems like it's an effort. I don't know. I don't know Gino that well. I know I've been on record on my show and on WATP saying I don't like his program.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not even a program, man. Let's just get one thing clear. And, on the Gino thing, we are going to be diving into some Gino Disconte. We have some Gino coverage coming up here in a little bit. He's been dipping his toes in the YouTube world, man. It hasn't been going great for Gino. Good old Gino with his, I didn't think anyone's hairlines could be worse than, of course, the M-Holtz here. Obviously, April, Aaron. Now you guys are on screen. April, Aaron. So nice for you guys to join us on this Easter. But I didn't think Gino's hair, I didn't think anyone's hairline could be worse than Aaron's or April's. And somehow Gino takes the cake with that one, man.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I feel a little bad about shitting on that because if I took off this hat, you wouldn't be impressed with my hairline either.
Well,
I'm an old guy.
Well, that's why you're on the show. Just you know what I mean. So I don't shit on the old hairline.
But yes, we're trying out Skype tonight. And last week on Discord, I could at least have my home city in the background. But tonight I am in a pretty decent loft, and I guess that's. What city is that? Whatever it is, I don't know where I am, but I have a nice apartment.
Solid, man. And I'm actually looking here. Yeah, you are in a pretty nice looking area there, man. That apartment's looking pretty fresh.
Yeah, so it's pretty
Not
good.
bad. Step up.
We'll be working out the bugs. This is new. We decided, you and I talked, and it was Thursday, and then bam, Sunday again, and we're working out the bugs. But I think we'll get it tuned up here real quick.
Well, off the bat, I could just tell you, I mean, you're on the full screen here, which already is a huge step up. The volume is way better. You could hear my fucking drops, which is, a relief in itself. So, all that, man, it makes Thursday, it puts Thursday to shame.
And as soon as we work it out, you and I talked about it, we got to get a rhythm, but I got a whole bunch of drops of my own I'll be throwing in when we get our timing right. But
absolutely,
too many drops is bad. So I'd rather have none than too many. We'll work on it.
Yeah, we'll get it all down, Pat, man. I'm not really too worried about it. It's the second show, I think, already, though. From Thursday show, this is already starting off way better. It was a lot of funkiness, but like I said, dude, I've never had a problem with Skype. Like, every time I use Discord or Zoom, it's always something fucks up. And so, without fail, Thursday, a couple of little things here and there. The feedback was a little insane. But I've never had a problem with Skype. People want to shit all over Skype for being, fucking outdated or whatever, and that might be the case, but I don't know, man. I don't have any issues with it, so we'll run with Skype. I'm excited. I'm actually looking here, though, because I was talking to you, and then, I mentioned at the top of the show we were going to do some Steel Toe live, but it looks like they actually went live earlier. Usually they go live at 8 o'clock, but it looks like, I think because April tonight is on, are you familiar with Simpcast, Chrissy Mayer's Simpcast?
I am, and I've been meaning to check it out, but I haven't. I know she's been on a couple of times now, and it's kind of their little girl power thing. So I don't know much about it. I've heard negative reviews, but that may be from my world, because I've heard people or read comments in Aaron's world that it's terrific. I don't know.
Shout out to Carlos Dangerous, says, FYI, sounds great. All right, so we are all off to a hot start tonight.
Yeah, that's terrific because I wanted this to be good. I was familiar with Discord, and how we did it on Discord is we would go into the live chat. I would record my audio locally and the whole show locally. Then you would record all your shit locally and send me just your audio, and I would line up the tracks, and then we'll sound like we're in the same studio. But video is a different world that I'm just learning.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it looks great, sounds great. We're getting, good feedback here from the audience. Yeah, man. So, yeah, I mean, look, we were talking about Simpcast. Simpcast isn't really that, you said you've never seen it before. You don't want to see it. You're not missing anything. It's a bunch of chicks sitting around, finger blasting each other, talking about the good old days in the 90s and how it was to be a conservative woman back in the day. I mean, it's all horseshit. It's all trash. I was actually thinking about tuning into, the Simpcast episode tonight with Miss April.
That would, sorry to interrupt, but that would be good because we were going to go hot into Steel Toe, right? If we go hot into Simpcast, that would be sweet.
Yeah, but the whole thing with Simpcast is like you have to. Now I've heard you have to worry about what the fuck's his name, Frank Pellegrino.
Oh yeah, Pellegrino.
Yeah, whatever the fuck his name is. I heard he's really like a stickler for fucking copywriting, and he'll wind up taking the showdown if we tuned in.
Are we afraid of that? I don't know.
No, I mean, I don't really give a shit at the end of the day. If he wants to copyright me, I mean, that's just a win in my book.
Right. I don't think he can do that, so it'll be funny to see him try.
Well, we might tune into Sibcast, so we'll check it out. We have some other things here to get to. We are going to be bringing on Ray DeVito here on tonight's show, which is pretty exciting. I have a couple questions for Ray. I know you do as well, but what are some of your thoughts heading into this Ray DeVito interview?
I have my overall thing is just the way he handled it, that he accepted everything Aaron said. He didn't do any follow-up on the answers, and it was completely softball. It wasn't really an interview. It was like a PR piece. So that's my biggest problem with him.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to be asking him a little bit about that. I want to dive into what his motive is, like what is his end goal for wanting to, because you already did the Steel Toe interview. I mean, I guess it would make sense to do another interview, but at the same time, it's like you fucked up the first one so bad. Why would you want to go into a second one? And now there's talks about, Aaron has mentioned it numerous times. I know, Ray has mentioned it numerous times, where he's actually thinking about joining, Steel Toe as a second mic. And, I don't know who'd be tuning in for that show. I mean, I guess I would, personally.
I would.
Yeah, well, I'm saying just the average viewer. I mean, we're watching it for different reasons. I'm just saying the average person. Like, you got to think about the average Steel Toe guy. Like, are they really getting, a quality show? Are they getting their money's worth when, you have Aaron already who just fucking, does a bunch of nonsense for 4 hours. And then you have somebody like Ray who just, he won't challenge any of the topics. It was almost like Corey Adam. I mean, Corey Adam on that show was just there to be a yes man. He wasn't there to challenge any of the topics, push back at all. Just there to kind of, collect this fucking $50 a week and, let bygones be bygones, essentially. So, I don't know. We'll see. We're having a lot of murmurs, circulating.
He's a very nice guy, and he didn't want to be confrontational. And you and I discussed it. You're gonna ask all the right questions. You shouldn't have interviewed Aaron if you didn't want to be confrontational at that point, because that's what everyone wanted to see. So, and you and I discussed it. The better way is, because what we want to show to Aaron is that you can do a real interview without being assholes. So when we go into that, it will just be you asking him questions. I'll be in the background. We're not going to gang pile him and attack him and, fuck you, Ray. You're going to conduct a respectable interview asking serious questions, because that's what people want to know. That's why he's being interviewed.
Yeah, and, that's, a big reason, one of the main reasons why I didn't go on, because as we were signing off on Thursday, it was him, Ray, Stevie Lou, Carlos, I believe. They were all doing a show, and, they wanted me to go on, and I said, flat out right there, I'm like, first of all, I don't just, jump at the, at the invite of a show link. Like, that's just not me. First of all, we're doing a show, and second of all, it's just not my style. It's not what I'm, about. And, I wanted to have Ray on this show and ask him some of the questions. So to his credit, I do, tip my hat to him for coming on. I mean, he probably has no idea what he's getting himself into. We have messaged a little bit back and forth on Twitter to try to set it up. But, really outside of that, I mean, for all he knows, I have 5 guys, ready to like ambush him with the fucking worst, like what he, did as a child, like why he showered with his dad, which that was something, a crazy discovery we found on Thursday is Ray DeVito, yes, showers with his dad. I mean, how insane is that? Or maybe not currently. Sorry, let me just rephrase this. Maybe not currently, but he used to shower with his dad. But good.
And also to his credit, like right after the show on Thursday, he was live, and I went in there and I super chatted him and I said, "Hey, you want to come on Win by 2?" And he said, "Yes, I will," live on his show, and he's here a couple days later. So he gets mad props for that one way or another. He didn't run away.
Yeah, he didn't run. He didn't cower. It's like I said on the Twitter, this is not going to be a gotcha interview. This is not going to be an ambush style interview. Just, we're just hashing it out, seeing what's up. I want to address some things. It looks like I already lost soft, which is, pretty. It seems to be the running.
I was just tightening up my mic stand. It was a little wobbly.
But no, I mean, look, we have a solid show to get into tonight. We have the Ray thing coming up here in just a little bit. So, guys, and I'm curious to hear from you guys too in the chat. Some of the questions maybe you guys have for Ray. I mean, I have a plethora of things ready to go, but maybe you guys have some questions maybe I don't hit on. Another big thing was the other night on Thursday. I saw in Ray's chat he started to get a little trigger happy and started to ban people, such as Blue Mosaic and a couple other of these guys. Which I'm not a person who's going to sit there and ban. Like, I don't think anyone here tonight. Maybe one person, but they don't even know how to use the mod tool. I don't make anyone mods for the simple fact I don't want people to get, too drunk with power to just start banning people. It's like not, this is what a live chat's here for. Now, the thing that will get you banned if you start spamming, obviously, that'll get you kicked. But, I just found that a little on the sour side on Ray. I mean, good.
I hate banning in general. Like, if you can't take heat, then you shouldn't be doing this. You know?
Man. Yeah, I'm with
I
you.
hate it. We had a guy he was moderating the sub, and he kept banning a bunch of people that were talking about him. He would be like, fuck you, Shuley. He thought everyone was a Shuley account, and then he would ban them. And I started taking heat from other, areas of the internet about, why do you guys keep banning everyone? I finally had to let him go as a mod, not because he was a bad guy, just because we don't do that. Motherfuckers can say what they want.
Yeah, I believe in the First Amendment. I'm a First Amendment absolutist, even in the digital space. So, we'll be asking him questions pertaining to that. I do want to play a couple clips before we get into the big Ray DeVito interview set off to kick off here, probably in about 15, 20 minutes or so. I just want to run through a couple clips. I just want to set this thing up, and then we'll be getting to it, man. And then we have, a couple other things to get to tonight. Some old steel toe clips, like I said, MLC, sit down Zumach from today, which, by the way, we still are on Chad Zumach new equipment watch. And Soft, would you believe, as of today, April 9th, Easter Sunday, the Lord's Day, Chad Zumach still has not mustered up the $67.99 to go get a Blue Yeti microphone. He's still using the same old microphone after we've been on here repeatedly, shouting from the rooftops, bro, just get a fucking new mic.
Yes, I can believe it, because he thinks he is so important that his quality does not matter. And, that's narcissism. I hate to use it because that word gets overused, but he thinks that he's so good that it doesn't matter that he's always clipping and it sounds like shit. Everyone else on the internet learned this same lesson, but he hasn't learned it yet.
Yeah, it's one of the first things you learn, doing a show, right? And, I get it. He says, he just started doing the podcasting things in January on YouTube. But, it's like, that's no excuse, man. First of all, you claim to be this radio guy who came from radio. You're a comic. You've been, you've done multiple podcasts in the past. So you have a background in what good audio should sound like. And the simple fact that, we are now 3 weeks into Chad Zumach new equipment watch, and he's still yet to upgrade that microphone, is beyond me, man.
Well, my first mic when I got into doing podcasting was a Yeti Blue. And
Right.
then I soon moved beyond that. He hasn't even got to a Yeti Blue level yet. I don't understand it.
Yeah, and it's almost like too late to go, Blue Yeti. It's like now you got to get
He's got to jump up to something big now.
Yeah, it's like you got to get the SM7B. Like you kind of shot yourself in the foot. I was giving you a pass at first. Like, all right, just get the Yeti, and we'll call a spade. But we're 3 weeks into this watch now. Now he says on today's sit down Zumach that he will be getting a new microphone this week, and we heard on Thursday that not only would he be getting a new microphone, he was going to be. He promised his audience a new microphone, a new studio, and new merch. So a lot of big promises from Chad that we'll see if he's going to deliver or not. So this week he was mentioning that this week he was going to be getting a new mic. We'll see if he does that. And, he only has until April 20th before he'll have to give everyone on his Patreon a free month. That was my challenge to him. And, I don't want to hear that he didn't see it because I know damn well he fucking seen this clip. People clipped it out to him and sent it to him. So that's no excuse. Oh, I didn't hear the challenge. Bullshit, dude. You definitely see it. You watch what we do. You know who we are. I don't want to sound fucking, conceited or anything, but it's like, I know he's watching. But yeah, Soft. So welcome in, dude. Glad to have you in. Hopefully, like I said, your Easter was good. Hopefully, everyone in the chat, Easter is great. Hopefully, the Easter Bunny hooked you guys the fuck up. Again, I'm fucking, the tryptamine from this turkey, man. I fried this fucking turkey today, and it was, really fucking good. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, after you eat a turkey and try to do a show after a couple beers and some whiskeys, it's like, all right, well, I feel like I'm almost like hallucinating a little bit.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little rough too.
But it's all right. We're in it for the long haul, man. But yeah, hopefully everyone is having a good weekend. Thus far, good Sunday. The work week starts off tomorrow, so that should be exciting shit. Ray DeVito is actually calling me now. it's almost like I should just go right into it. Here, let's do this. Let's just answer Ray. Ray!
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, man?
Nothing, man. How are you, sir?
I'm doing
Happy Easter.
Dude, happy Easter to you as well. Welcome into the show.
What's up? Is this video or just phone call only? I don't care.
No, you got the video on right now. Let me see if I can't get my video onto you here. So you should be able to see me now. There you are, Ray
There you
DeVito.
are. Hey.
How you doing, man?
Good, man. You look good.
I would say the same, but I've seen that Cleveland hat on you for about 3 weeks now straight, man.
Yeah.
So you kind of caught me off guard. I wanted to set some things up before I got into the interview, but I mean, you are here. I'm not going to be like, oh, we'll call you back. You know what I mean? So, let's just, I guess, just dive right into it, man. Ray DeVito on the fucking In the Paint podcast. Everyone, share it around, spread it now. Let everyone know what the fuck is up. So I want to get a few things out of the way before we dive right in, Ray. I was watching a stream of yours the other night, and I was just bringing this up at the top of the show. You were on Thursday with Carlos and Stevie,
Right.
and I seen you were getting a little bit of trigger happy. You were banning people. I just want to, kind of.
I banned one guy. That was accidentally. I don't know. I never banned anyone. Someone was saying something inappropriate, and I went, and Stevie told me, like, you have to ban them. I didn't know you can't unban them, but now I know you can put them in 5-minute timeout. I'm new to this. I'm new to, like, a bunch of people wanting to watch my streams and, like, being in there, so.
Yeah, I mean, you could see how people would be a little frustrated, right? I mean, you're starting to get some traction online, and then all of a sudden now people are, whatever they're doing.
It's one. I think the guy's name is Guru something, and if he can explain to me how to unban him, I will unban him. That was not on purpose, but don't say inappropriate things. You knew what you were typing. Come on.
So Guru One. That's a tongue twister to say. You heard it here first. Reach out to Ray. He'll get you unbanned. Yeah, look.
I'll unban you, dude.
My whole thing is, it's like, anything short of spam, we'll let it fly here, man. It's just like, I'm not going to sit there and take the time to fucking ban someone. That's just not my MO. You do what you want. I just wanted to clear some of the air here.
No, it was an inappropriate racial slur that they were typing.
Okay, well.
So, I mean, you can't have that.
Fair enough, Ray. So let's just get into it, man. So obviously, we're in kind of a odd spot.
Also, by the way, I want to say that I like how I said, like, inappropriate racial slur is as opposed to the other racial slurs that are somehow appropriate.
Well, yeah.
I think all racial slurs are inappropriate, but yeah. So I got to clarify. All racial slurs are not welcome, but yeah,
I guess it's just who you are. I mean, online, you do have to watch what you say, especially if you're, trying to make a living online and stuff like that. But most people don't really give a fuck. If as long as you can find the comedy in it and use it to deliver it in a comedic fashion. I mean, to me, I'm like, fuck it, man, let it fly. But there are those people who fucking will try to cancel you for your fucking takes here. But let's get into it, Ray. I want to get in this hole because, like I said, we find ourselves in this odd little spot here where now, in your words, I was hate watching your special, which part of me was, but that wasn't the whole thing. I was comparing your special to Dave Landau's special, and the winner, which is ultimately the loser, would go on to face Chad Zumach's dry bar, Kmart, ready special, or whatever the hell it is. And, you guys would be doing this thing. It's something I'm trying new here on the show.
All right, be honest. What was the name of the episode? What is worse? It wasn't like whose is better. It was, so the context was hate watching. Just from the title.
Right.
You got to understand where that's coming from.
No, I get where you're coming from, for sure. I'm not, saying I wasn't hate watching it. There was definitely a part of me that